You picked up the prescription, sat through the appointment, and answered the 9 p.m. phone call again. Your sister sends money when you ask. Your brother says, "Tell me what you need." Splitting a parent's care is supposed to feel like 3 people carrying one weight. Right now it feels like you're carrying the weight while everyone else pays a little toward it. Or, if you're the one far away, like you send real money every month and still get treated as the one who isn't pulling their share. So here's the first thing worth saying. Wanting it to feel fairer doesn't make you the difficult one keeping a tally. And your siblings probably aren't slacking on purpose. From where each of them sits, the check they send, or the visit they can't make, looks like the whole story. The fix isn't a reckoning. It's getting all of you in front of the same picture. Here's the part most family advice skips. Caregiving runs on 2 currencies, money and time, but only one of them has a price tag. The check your brother sends shows up instantly and exactly. The 4 hours you spent at the clinic show up nowhere. So the hands-on work quietly stops counting, the sibling doing it starts to feel taken for granted, and everyone else feels like they're chipping in. Same family, 2 completely different ledgers. And that invisible time is not small. In its 2026 report, AARP valued the unpaid care families provide to adult relatives at about $20 an hour, roughly $1 trillion of work across the year. Run your own month of driving, calls, and appointments through that number, and the question of who does more usually looks very different. And the load almost never starts out even. When researchers tracked how adult children divide a parent's care, nearly 3/4 of older parents who got help from a child got it from just one of them, and the overall split was, in their words, far from equal. The same work found that when the division is that lopsided, the caregiver carrying it often reports real distress and anger. So the resentment you might be feeling isn't pettiness. It's an unconverted ledger. So the honest first step isn't to arrive with the verdict already written about who's slacking. It's to make the whole load visible and then split it by what each of you can actually manage. There's a name for that and a shape. Fair here doesn't mean identical. Researchers who study how families share elder care find that siblings rarely judge fairness by who did the exact same amount. They weigh each person's circumstances. A sibling 2 states away genuinely can't do the Tuesday pharmacy run. A sibling between jobs genuinely can't match a check. Fair usually means proportional. More hours from whoever's near, more money from whoever's far, the admin to whoever's best placed. And a shared page only helps if everyone walks in willing to look at it, which is decided by how you open. The Gottman Institute calls the gentle version a soft startup. You raise it by saying how you feel and what you'd like, without the you never that puts everyone on the defensive. So you might say, I don't want this to turn into anyone keeping score. Could we all sit down soon and put the whole picture on one page, what we each pay, and what we each do, so we're working from the same map? So here's the shape of it, 4 moves. 1. Put both currencies on the page, the money and the hours, with the hours given that rough $20 value so time sits next to money. 2. Add each person's capacity, income, distance, job, their own kids. 3. Split by capacity, not equal thirds. And 4. Pick one concrete change now and set a date to revisit because a parent's needs shift, and so does everyone's capacity. It's a map to make the conversation fair, not a bill to hand anyone. And when you can feel the blame version forming, swap it for an ask. Instead of you never help with mom, try, I've been doing more of the day-to-day than I can keep up with, and I'd love to sort this out together. Instead of you've got more money, so you should pay, try, we've each got different amounts of time, money, and distance right now. Can we split it by what each of us can realistically manage? Lead with how you feel, name what you'd like, and leave room for their side. Sometimes you'll open it perfectly and a sibling still shrugs. Don't chase it, name it calmly and leave the door open. I just don't want to keep carrying this quietly and end up resentful. Have a think, and can we talk next week? Then decide what you'll do anyway, keep the tally visible, ask for one specific thing instead of anything, or set up a shared pot. And if you're the sibling far away, the same soft start works in reverse. I know I'm not there for the day-to-day, and I don't want it all landing on you. Can we set up something regular so I'm carrying a real share, even from here? And one line is worth naming clearly. An uneven split is one thing. An unsafe situation is another. If your parent is being pressured over money, if cash or belongings keep going missing, or if the person doing the hands-on care is running on empty and can't admit how close to the edge they are, That's past anything a family meeting can settle on its own. A geriatric care manager or a family mediator can step in as a neutral third party, and there's a free, confidential directory of help in the description. None of it is a failure on your part. If you'd like the whole thing on one page, the opener, the swap scripts, and the 4 moves, ready to read before you bring it up, there's a free one-page CareShare map waiting in the link below. No pressure, and it's yours. So you're not trying to win the family meeting, and you're not trying to prove who's done the most. You're trying to get everyone in front of the same page, gently enough that there's a second conversation. Make your own share visible first, put both currencies where everyone can see them, and define fair as a family. The split can wait a week. The tone can't. Quick note, this is general information, not financial, legal, or medical advice, so always do what fits your family. We are Hanamaru. If this helped even a little, subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.